So Gandhian era already it was started, and non-cooperation movement was already done. The second major movement which was started by Mahatma Gandhi, that was civil disobedience movement, which was started in 1930 and ended in 1934. Just like earlier, it also had so many causes. Simon Commission. Simon Commission was appointed by the British government to investigate what were the needs or the reforms required by the Indian public. But what happened? 7-member committee it was, but all 7 members were English people. Not even a single Indian member was there. That is why Indians, they discondemned, or you can say they were opposed of this Simon Commission. When he came to India, he was shown the flag Simon Go Back. Government used brutal methods to suppress the agitation, and in that movement only Lala Lajpat Rai was beaten up mercilessly, and on 30th October at Lahore railway station he lost his life as a result of lathi blows. Second cause, that is Nehru report. Lord Birkenhead, he was a British person. He said that Indians can never be united. That is why they are unable to reach to any of the decision. So Indians wanted to remove this charge. So all parties conference was held. Moderates, radicals, Muslim League and other small parties also they joined this meeting. Nehru asked some points just as dominion status of India, creation of new provinces on linguistic basis, means language basis, 19 fundamental rights should be given at any cost, and joint electorate with reservation. So Britishers, they asked 1 year time. They said within 1 year the answer will be given. 1 year passed, nothing was, no answer was given. So they wanted to assemble to discuss something in Lahore. There was a session held in 1925 in the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru. So they took there so many resolutions. The first was Purna Swaraj, or complete independence. Then they wanted to celebrate their Independence Day, and within a coming time they wanted to do so. So 26 January was decided to celebrate Independence Day. The third thing, they decided that nobody will attend the first round table conference which was going to be held in London in 1930. So start civil disobedience movement by breaking salt law. This is a great event through which the civil disobedience movement was launched. 12th March 1930, Gandhiji started a historical march from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, a village of Gujarat sea coast. On 6th April, he reached there and he picked a handful of salt, and in this way he broke the salt law and started civil disobedience movement. Now, what were the programs of this movement? Defiance of law, they wanted the permission to produce their own salt, boycott of liquor or whatever the things were made by the Britishers, foreign cloths, utensils, any other thing. Non-payment of taxes and revenues. Progress. Slowly, this movement was spread each and every part of the country, because all wanted to use Swadeshi and boycotted the British goods. They said no representation, no taxes, and in this way it became a widespread movement. Now obviously the British government, they became very angry, and for repression, firing, lathi charges, large scale imprisonment were done. Even the Congress party became illegal according to them, and so many restrictions were put on. Protest meetings were held by the Congress people everywhere. Textile and railway workers went on strike. 12th November 1930, to 19th January 1931, the first roundtable conference was held in London, but no Indians was there, so it was decided that Lord Irwin should be sent to India to talk Gandhiji. He came, and Lord Irwin from government side agreed to withdraw all the ordinances, release all prisoners except guilty of violence, and permit the free collection of salt, means no tax will be given for salt. Gandhiji from India side agreed to suspend civil disobedience movement, and he assured him to participate in the second roundtable conference. He went there, but what happened that Gandhiji suspended the movement, went to England because of separate electorate demand. Nothing else was discussed, and he came back empty-handed. This demand was asked by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. After coming back, he again started the civil disobedience movement. So as the third roundtable conference also was held, where Dr. B.R. Ambedkar went, and he demanded their separate electorate for depressed classes, which was known as communal award. Gandhiji opposed and protested against it. Then Pune Pact was signed between the Congress party as well as Dr. Ambedkar, which provided reservation of seats of depressed classes within the general electorate. So many Congress leaders were arrested by the English people or the Britishers along with Gandhiji, and the movement lost its force and called off in 1934. Yes, within 4 years it was completed, but people's faith was shattered in the British government, means a great impact was there. It revived the will to fight the elections, deepened the social roots, means all the people of India, they wanted their freedom now with their deep heart. Popularized the methods of propaganda like Prabhat Feris and pamphlets. Now dear children, listen. Non-cooperation movement and civil disobedience movement, so many things are same. So this is the comparison between both of them. First of all year, and here women did not take part, here they took, defined as where number of people refuse or fail to cooperate with the government of a country. Here it can be defined as the refusal to obey the laws of the country. It was considered passive movement, whereas it is active movement. Main clause included, and the last one is the main cause for this movement included massacre at Jallianwala Bagh and Rowlatt Act. Here the main cause was the unjust laws of the British government and the failure of the Simon Commission. So the chapter is completed, my dear. Go through it and try to understand. Thank you.